Hello, hello, Year 5 designers. We're going to be making one of these. It's another inspiration board, this time all about space and space lanterns, as we're making space lanterns. There we go. Let's see how we get on. First thing we need to do is make a background, and I'm doing this old trick using black paper. And I'm going to be decorating this with lots of speckly stars using some diluted white poster paint and an old toothbrush. I know it's my old one because I wrap tape on it because I know it's all right for me to paint with and no one's going to put it in their mouths. So I just dip it in the paint and then I flick it around. And I'm trying to create lots of sort of stars and things here. And some we have like shooting stars with trails behind them. Others are closer to us, not so many millions of light years, so they're bigger. Here we go. Here's a bit of inspiration for you. See that? Those tiny speckles and those bigger blobs as well. And that's what we're trying to do here with our background, just to make it interesting. And it's important when you're making these inspiration boards that you do make them interesting. You know, it is meant to be inspirational for you, and it's a way of gathering ideas together. So you can have a go at making one of these. When you've finished, you just put it to one side, and it will be very messy on your desk, so give it a good wipe. We don't want to upset our cleaners who are working so hard with all the COVID. And now we're ready to start putting on some images, and I've done you these cutouts, and you can just begin finding images you like. If there's anything missing from here, you can always look at things on the internet and draw pictures of them to add them as well. And here's an important thing. Don't cut through images to get to the one you want. If there's one like this star here, don't cut through this one that you don't want. Leave that for somebody else. Just cut round it, and that's a way of not being so wasteful. Okay, there we go. Lots of snippeting. And remember, you need to put lanterns on as well as space things because we are being inspired to make space lanterns. So I've got a few of those different ones. And when you've got a pile of your images ready, you can start sticking them on. It doesn't matter that the background's not dry at all. And if you don't like bits, like I don't really like that bit, I'm going to cover it over with a picture. Not a problem at all. And the way we're going to stick these on isn't with glue stick, it's with PVA. Because it's wet, it won't work so well with glue stick. So we're going to use a little bit of PVA and a glue spreader. You just start choosing your images and putting on a few blobs of glue and laying them down. And again, you're being a designer. This is what it's all about, being a designer. So don't just chuck them on. Think where they would look good. Think where you pick up each of the pictures and try it in different places. Where will it look best? What does it go well with? And just lay it out like a designer would. That's what we're practicing. So lots of our spacey images and our lovely lanterns can start going on, and you can really arrange how that you want them. I love this rocket one. That's a really great lantern. That's really clever. I like that a lot. And there's a beautiful sun, because of course that's space as well. We've been learning about the solar system and that the sun is at the centre of our solar system. And we just keep building this up. I better put the earth on. Oh, now if you want things to go over the edge, they can hang over the edge. It doesn't have to all stay within your picture. It's kind of makes it more exciting and dynamic if things are sort of bursting out the frame. That's quite a nice thing to do. What else can we add? I like this one, this rounded lantern. It sort of reminds me of a planet. That's why I put that one in for you. And again, I'm having that bursting off the side. I think that looks good. Last few bits and bobs to go in. There we go. That's looking beautiful. What a beautiful universe. And our last star. Lovely. Now, you may have noticed I'm leaving some space here on our space inspiration board. That's because I want to add some words, because words can be very useful. And so I'm just using a bit of old tinfoil here. You could use scraps of paper if you want to, or you could write things on straight on with your paint. And I want you to think of inspirational words to write on there. What's this plant? Oh no, rocket, planet next. Oh. Now, these are all a bit boring. I tell you what, I bet you can come up with more inspirational words and more interesting words about space than I can. So how about we have a little competition? And the person that comes up with the most interesting word to do with space will win a little prize. Get your teacher to email me with who the winner is and their winning word, and I'll send a prize up. Yeah, come up with something more interesting than I did. So you just lay these on as well. And I'm making a design decision here, a design decision. I'm not going to lay them flat. I want them to be a bit wrinkled so they catch the light. You can do this if you want, or come up with your other ideas of how you might lay them out. You could have them all in a particular space like I'm doing them, or you could have them spread out. You could have them hanging off the page, whatever you like. And as I say, you could use paint to write words directly on or over the images. Just build something up that looks really interesting and really inspirational. And there we have it, another inspiration board, all about space, very spacey. I hope yours is beautiful. See you. Bye.